Alright, okay. Hey guys, it's Tony here, and today we are with TypicalsoProduction, but then the channel is actually consisting of two people. It's Tristan Bluexdesire and Brian Signifys. So, hey guys.
Hey.
Hey.
So, you guys want to introduce yourself a little bit, like here?
Oh, nothing much to say here. I'm pretty wait, hold on. Sorry, Tony, phone call. Bad timing, right?
Okay, Brian, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, it's Brian here, and basically I am the sole owner of Signifys, and I've geared it up and everything, and Tristan here basically
He's on the phone.
does the is on the phone, but epically edits my videos. I'll usually do the commentaries, and at first I was just asking him how to make really good edited videos. But
And Tristan's like, no,
I saw
you
that
suck,
it
just
was
let me do it.
really hard. So
basically he just told you that, just let me do it.
yeah, and Tristan was just like, I don't have anything else better to do. I like editing anyways. And then I'll tell him, okay, just make an easy one. Just don't go all out. Just make it look pretty good, but not like 4 week long editing and stuff like that. He ends up spending like 20 hours on it. And
Oh.
And if you guys curious, you guys can check out in the annotation and the description video below. I'm gonna link it to his channel. Anyways, just why do you want to make video in the first place? Anyways,
I just thought it was really cool that everybody else had, like, everybody in my friend base, Tony, Steve, Matt, Crisco, people like that, they all made their own videos. And I was like, man, I feel so left out when they're like, hey, come look at my video. I'm like, I don't have any videos.
so you decided to join a cool kids club.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't want to give in.
So I prefer to be on YouTube myself, but at the same time, I don't really want my character bringing up there. And for the record, I love film editing, but the fact that, I don't record my own videos whatsoever, I might as well, do it for someone else, because I love the aspect of video editing.
If you guys wonder who Tristan is, he actually have a few video up before. If you know Steve, he also sing the song, like,
Server's going down.
How did the song go again, Tristan? Do you wanna give us a little sneak peek here?
Sample.
I would, except my voice isn't in proper functioning right now.
Alright, I'm probably gonna link to that video too. It was a really awesome video. I was wondering, like, why didn't you put on your own channel? You would have been famous. And again, another really famous song is probably the Maple Story video, the Maple Story song video.
I did not sing that. Whatever
My
anyone
favorite
says,
video.
I did not sing that.
That was Tristan.
But Tristan, that sounds so much like you.
Compare the two songs. It sounds identical, man.
I know, right? But anyways, why do you guys start playing Maple in the first place?
I don't know. I was 10.
Like, why is this mushroom stabbing game? Why not, other games?
Well, formerly I came from RuneScape, and everyone knows that game as, lag yourself to the next map, basically. If you want to go to the pot shop, you take 15 minutes getting there, so that was RuneScape for me. I was like, okay, I need to move on, find something else. So my cousin introduced me to Maple Story back in the beta days, and for some reason, it's something about Maple that keeps you hooked on it. Like, you want to quit, there's better games, yet you keep coming back. You have that, I don't know, it's a weird sensation.
It's that mushroom stabbing thing that just keep bringing you back every time.
Exactly. As I would usually say, it's like herpes, it keeps coming back.
Oh my gosh.
And for Brian, just like, I don't know, I'm 10. Leave me alone, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
right.
I don't know. When I first started Maple, I was 10. My cousins and friends that used to play it, I was a little kid. They were like 15, 16. I was like, oh man, I want to be just like you. They're the cool kids. I then started playing Maple. Yeah, same thing. I quit like a year or two back. Somehow I came back, and here I am.
Oh man, again with the cool kids club.
Though I don't play Maple much anymore, I just, log on for Empress, just fool around, do what I can. The only reason I'm back right now is because of Phantoms, to be honest, and they're pretty fun. It's keeping me on Maple.
Are you 200 Phantom,
No.
Tristan?
Oh, not yet, and hopefully I don't hit 200 by accident like like my
Oh
shot.
yeah, you guys don't know, Tristan actually had this shadowware where he played for like really a long time, and he was like, oh man, finally reaching 200. And he accidentally leveled up to 200 before everything else. That was quite a tragedy there, Tristan.
This is why I say
And if you
forever
guys-
my facts.
And if you guys would like to see Tristan level 200, I still have the recordings.
You actually catch it?
Accidentally.
Even though he was accidentally
Yeah, I
leveled
caught
up?
Yeah, because I was
Yes,
scrapping
giant
my
pots.
training. And then Tristan all of a sudden, boom, 200. God damn it.
So anyways, what are the part that you like the most about Maple Story?
Oh, to be honest, the MTS.
Oh man, it's gone.
But what MTS is
What
gone,
MTS?
right?
It's crushed.
Yeah.
Hop.
I don't know. I don't like Maple. I don't. If I really think about it, I don't like it. You spend a lot of money and time, and then you just get Nexon and don't get anything.
Next on that, it's like
You get
become a
nerfed.
verb now. But you know, if you don't like Maple, you know, you can always know where to throw your equip to, you know, like wing wing kind of thing. But anyways, Tristan, I heard you were quite a successful MTS merchant thing. You wanna kind of tell us a little bit about your
About that,
histories?
Alright, about that, I look back at it and I think I made millions and millions of NX, but when I think about the time and the effort put into it, it's not worth it. If you want to take a guess how much I spent each day in MTS sniping item after item just to make a few K profit, some of them 100K profit, I'd sit in MTS about 10 hours a day at max. So looking back, in between having school, job, all the time wasted, all those sleepless nights, it's not worth it.
I see.
If you want to get high range, high damage, just get a job arrow, spend maybe $20, $30 a month or Maple. It's much more worth it than sitting in MTS all day and wasting your time just hoping for a lucky deal.
That's actually what I told other people too. Like people like asking like how do you merge in MTS and stuff like that. And unless you're really good at it, I think working and just gonna pay off, pay more for your time.
Because, it's funny when people say you spend money on Maple, you're in no life. In reality, you're spending your real life money making it, making money as well as an extra few dollars rather than sitting on Maple all day, spending 8 hours, and you can make maybe, 30K a day? To me, that's a no life.
Take it from a guy who, went through this before, guys.
Although I don't do that anymore, I'm going to say it, I was a no life, but it's not worth it to be an MTS, rich off MTS off merching.
I'm pretty sure we all were no life at some point in our time.
You guys will be back once MTS is
I
out.
still remember when I first went off the system. I actually stumbled upon you on like a Sleepywood picture. I was like, oh man, this Shadow were 6K range. Why is this range so high? It's not possible. Back when I was like little noob getting KS at like Night
Those are
Shadows.
the days.
And then I just run up to Brian. I can't remember how I met Brian actually. I just remember that we always like run into each other in Nego, but then I think we met before, but I can't remember how we met you.
Yeah, see? For all you guys who bandwagon Tony, I met him when he was a noob. I love him because he's Tony, not because he's Flays.
Oh man, that's touched me. Oh, thank you. But anyways, do you guys have any questions that you guys want to ask also, or you guys anything that you guys want to talk about specifically, like maybe Tristan's special display picture that is really distracting right now? Like, you guys can't see it, but his display picture is super special, awesome. I don't even wanna mention it right now.
Tristan, you're in the spotlight. Describe what your
man.
display picture is.
It's kind of rated R right now, so I'm keeping it at that. This is material you should keep off YouTube,
It's like PG-13 stuff,
Design.
PG-18. But
Well, my face is red just talking about it, so I don't think I want to go into
all right,
that.
that's fine. But anyway, so
And then mine's
actually, sorry, go ahead.
And Brian's display picture, for the record, looks like him being abducted by some alien ship. Just
I
saying.
see.
I'm doing a flip. You chill out.
So anyways, you guys play Maple from back then and now. Like, how do you feel up to all these changes? Do you guys like it, or you guys don't like it? You guys hate it, or what?
Nexon is Nexon. They basically
honest.
they get you addicted to a new class, and then a few months later, bam, nerf.
To be honest, not even about the classes. I'm more concerned about how Big Ban affected monsters' HP, how ranges went over the roof. Because back then, you have a margin of maybe someone has 10 billion funding versus someone with 200 mil. The range difference between both of them would be like 2 or 3K. Now you have these people with huge wallets who have 10 times the range even.
Yeah, it sure becomes.
I think it destroyed Maple. Maple back then was way funner. Bigfoot was actually a challenge. Bosses were actually a challenge. It was actually fun to run Horntail. Like, I was horntailing just yesterday with 12-man squad. We had so much fun. Compared to the runs now, it's only 2-3-man squad. You kill it like, whatever. But when you have more people around, I guess it's more lively. It's actually worth it to boss run.
Yeah, it's kind of like, but now everyone is like soloing nowadays, and I think I really missed the group run back then too.
But I whatsoever don't like the new Maple at all, to be honest. I'm just playing Maple because we're friends right now.
True. That's probably the same reason for most of us. Because of friends too.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
It started changing after the Big Bang patch. That's what started changing it all.
the patch that changes everything.
Vicious Hammers was high as we went, and that was even that bad, yet we still complain about Vicious Hammers. Oh, that was OP. Now check it out, Night Lord's hitting max damage and whatnot.
And the cap.
Yeah.
I really wish getting to 200 and cap was a lot more difficult. It would make this game so much more interesting. I remember it took me like a year and a half to get my Night Lord to 200. I spent 3 days on my Phantom and it's 200.
3 days. Man, you guys. Get a
3 days,
man,
not
get a
even.
Just kidding.
Alright.
On the first day of Phantom, I think we were doing about 12 to 16 hours training session, just straight 12, 16 hours.
I was doing 24, man.
Yeah, well, in that 16-hour time period, most of our Phantoms went from 10 to 165 at least. So the EXP comparison from here to back then, as you were getting, 3% an hour as a bishop at 18x?
Back then, as you remember. And then you die, you lost 10%.
Yes, when safety charms were actually worth packing.
And you guys don't know Brian actually I think the second 200 Phantom or third?
Third in Bella.
Yes. Oh man, you guys, crazy. But if you guys can actually like make a suggestion that they would actually do, what would you suggest Nexon to do?
I would say get rid of hacks, make things a little bit more difficult, more party things. Like the Empress thing helps because you actually need a party and you actually have to work together instead of solo HT, solo Pink Bean, everything solo, solo, solo. Just make it so like I'm pretty sure 90% of Maplers today are only here because of their friends. So if you can get like all the friends together, they'll stay more, and then everybody will be more friendly environment.
Honestly, Nexon tries to base it off that once you're low level, because they know once you get into the 180s, all those, those quests like, how to find friends, family quests, all of that, they don't mean jack anymore.
Which is true.
Yeah, once you're 180, you're basically on your own. But to be honest, I think Nexon, all you try to do is trying to find ways to make more money. Well, that's the sole purpose of having a company. For if they really wanted the players to enjoy the game, be more like Blizzard Entertainment. Customer service there is amazing compared to what Nexon has now. I mean, Nexon has improved the customer service, but not by a substantial amount. But it is noticeable. And I hope that will keep up as far as the Maple community goes. Bring more players back.
I got one of my tickets answered in 4 weeks, man. That's a new record.
Talk about ticket answer. I remember like 2-3 years ago, I was doing MTS and I bought this 55 type Craven for like 50k NX, and then the item never came. So I locked a ticket, and they replied 3 years later, and I got my 50k back. I was like, at least they reply, right?
I have a similar instance to that. Got a ticket, replied in 2.5 years, just 3 months ago, and sadly, they only gave me 5k NX back instead of 26, which I am disappointed.
Hey, but 5k NX now probably worth more than 26k NX back then, to be honest. In like a meso value wise.
That's true.
They're like, oh man, we will give you back NX, but you got a amortization of all the got to adjust to the current rates.
Yeah, like when Night Lord got banned like 2 years ago for no reason, I sent in a ticket, and it was a 1 month ban, and when I got unbanned, my ticket still wasn't answered. A year and a half later, they finally answered it. Sorry about misbanning you, and they didn't give me anything.
Just letting you know that we're sorry, but I guess that should be sufficient. So here's a ticket, and now move on with your life, kind of thing. Oh man. Anyways, do you guys have anything else you guys want to add in, or like any questions or suggestions or jokes? Display picture explanation.
Tristan can't.
You're not going to that again, I'm sorry.
Tristan's not
As
very
much
good
as I
at
like to say it, I can't really say it with a straight face right now. I'll probably
I'll say it.
No worries. Oh man, looking back here now, a lot of things has changed, eh?
Yeah, and my suggestion to Nexon, stop looking at the money, look at the players.
I guess if you look at the player, the money will eventually follow. So.
Exactly. That's what a lot of companies do. For example, take a real life situation here. Mercedes-Benz made crap cars back in the 90s. People start complaining.
Of course, you bring cars into this.
Yes, but just a rough example, they went quantity over quality, and people start complaining. Yet they still made a substantial amount of money. Then a few years later, it's like look at the people rather than the money right now, and look what happened. They're making so much bank nowadays because they switched their point of view on things. And Nexon really needs to pick up on that as far as Nexon US goes.
It's a pretty insightful information, Tristan. You seem pretty inexperienced.
Just my
I
two
see.
cents. Maybe they are right now. Maybe they're getting a head start on it, but until I see some actual significant changes, I'm
Do
keeping
you
my
think
fingers
they're
crossed.
moving in the right directions here, or you think they're just swaying out more and more from the right directions?
We'll see, because all these changes have been happening into Nexon is within the course of not even 2 months as of now. So it would either continue to pick up or it would just drop off like how they usually did. Back then, I had hope for them when it was that one incident with the first duping incident back then, where they had all the GMs on and trying to clean up the equips. I actually thought they would do something about it, but it turns out that they just dropped
They're
off.
just like, oh man, let's
that
put it aside,
incident.
and eventually people will forget about it. Kind of thing.
Yes, and now look what happened. All these dupe years.
Oh man, the Duke gears.
You
It's
never
pretty
picked
hard to
up on
keep
it.
up to the standard. It's a strong standard nowadays. There's all these things floating around, unless you spend like a lot of money on it. I mean, it's not like it mattered that much anymore. Like because like basically we just playing because friends still plays, and that's the main idea.
Oh yeah. Once Tony quits, I quit.
Oh,
Well, like I said at the beginning of this conversation, Maple, people always come back for some odd reason. I think the only thing that'll honestly make me quit if I get hacked or something
Oh, man.
similar to that.
No, you don't. You have backup gears. You've said this 100 times.
Tristan is probably one of the really safe guy. He has like this separate account. He's like, oh, this is my bank. This is my Swiss bank account.
I've basically locked my e-cups for the past 5 years. Ever since locks came out, I've had all my
I
e-cups
see.
locked. Better safe than sorry.
And then, for some reason, if they do somehow hack him and take all his stuff, he has like a backup set of gear and everything. So he's never gonna quit.
Better
Tristan
safe
was
than
playing
sorry.
this game at 50. Just look for Bluexdesire Channel 19 FM.
Hopefully not, but if I am, it's probably for a good
reason,
reason.
Catching little kids. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyways, you guys have any? Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, and for all you little girls that are watching, Tristan likes 14-year-old Asian girls.
False,
Hit 'em up.
false.
Anyways, do you guys have any questions you guys want to add in or anything like that?
As right now, I don't really have anything on my mind as far as what is already discussed.
Pretty insightful information, Tristan. You have a lot of experience.
Insightful.
How about you, Brian? Anything you want to add in?
So I've heard rumors about how 4305 was created. Tony, would you like to summarize it and put to death
Oh,
all
man,
these
like,
fake
you know,
rumors?
I would tell you, but no one would believe me. No one would take the answer seriously. That's the thing. Like, I tell people, they're like, ha ha ha, nice, funny jokes, bro, kind of thing. Like, no one would take it seriously. But if you guys wanted to know, I guess I could tell you. You want to know, Tristan? Okay, Tristan is
Sure.
not enthusiastic enough. I guess I'm not telling. Okay, so basically
No,
one
I'm
day I
ears-
was walking
I'm all
in the
ears
street,
right now.
and then this UFO show up and abducted me. And UFO was like, "Hey man, you should make a company named 4305, make a guild, make everything." No, I'm just kidding. That's a little far-fetched. Okay, so what actually happened is that I was sleeping one day, right? Okay, I think I told people before that how I get my Flay's name actually from a dream. So one day I was sleeping, I was like walking in my dream, and I saw this wall, and it was a graffiti wrote 4305. I was like, oh, that's pretty catchy. Let's make it a name. Like it just that's it. Like no one would believe me. No one's like, no man, that
For 305, just 4 random
yeah.
numbers
I was
popped
like,
into
no
your
man,
head.
it just has to be more than that. No one believed me. Like no one ever believes me when I tell them. So after a while, I just like, no, it's a secret.
So
Just don't worry about it. So eventually, I just tell people that and then stop telling them.
So if you have a dream to buy Brian sushi, you'll buy me
Possibly,
sushi.
yeah, maybe.
Yes.
In the dreams. How do you know this conversation is in the dream right now?
Tristan, quit going Inception on us.
It's really hot. I'm sorry.
Now that you think about it, California's up to 110 degrees, so
Now let's go back to Tristan's profile picture.
You know, talk about hot. It does have
no,
to do with
no.
your profile picture. But anyway, I don't want to
does
go to
have
that.
to
Like,
do
you know,
something.
it make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, I just say it out, but I won't settle a bet. But pretty much, it's so damn hot in California right now. My mom walks in, I turn my head to the left, and she's wearing a bikini because
So
of
you
the heat,
decided to
and I
take
just freaked
picture and
out.
put as your display picture.
No, I was on Uvu at the time, and Brian here decides to take a picture on an Uvu snapshot the moment she walks in.
Well, that's because your little jailbait told me to do it
Oh
so
man,
you could do your
But
little
then,
bet.
though 1,000 people will be seeing this video, I
Brian
hope
has like
no one
godlike
gets
reaction. Oh man, oh big picture come up. Pep, take it.
Oh my gosh, that when I first saw it, I was like, oh my
Godlike
god, what
reaction. But you know,
just
Tristan, I'll
happened?
spare you. I'm not gonna put the picture on on the video. I mean, that'll be a little
It's
too much.
okay.
So
It's okay.
just just hit me up if you guys give
Signify,
me
yeah,
a good enough
whisper him
offer. I'll give you
signifies
guys a
with a
picture.
S.
And you offer me enough money, and I'll give you Tristan's picture. It's very
Very
graphic.
PG-18, guys. Just kidding. But anyways, okay, I guess I'll conclude it with this question that I probably asked everyone before. It's like kind of like inside joke thing from back then. You know, if a bear were to fight a shark, who do you think would win?
Sharks.
Any explain why?
Sharks, because everyone says
I
so when
see.
you hear the chat.
How about you, Brian?
Bears, man, bears eat sharks. They eat fish
Excuse me.
all day.
A bear would drown in the
Shark would
water,
die on the ground.
A shark can't go into land.
but they can still
Same
kick your
thing.
ass even if it's flopping around.
But you know, you do see a lot of shark movies. You never see a bear movies.
Exactly. I
That is
mean,
true. Bears underrated. Underdog
see.
for the win.
All right. Anyways, that's a typical soul, guys. They make like regular Maple video. If you guys want to check out their YouTube channel, click like and subscribe, and I'll link to their channel. And anyways, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Tristan, for your insightful information, and thank you, Brian, for being here. Your presence really shines upon all of us. That sounds kind of weird, but anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey man, say bye.
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 Okay, ready? Ready? Wait, just Tony? It's just like, Tony! Good.